Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is April 20th? 19th? 19th. Yeah. No, I still have not colored this, okay? I'm gonna. It just, it comes to the end of the day and you just want to crawl on your bed and do some loom knitting if your right shoulder and arm isn't hurting too bad and you just want to chill out. I'm gonna color it though. I'm going to color it soon. I'm going to color it maybe tonight. Probably tonight. Because it needs to be done. But look at that. Anyway, not why you guys came on here. It's beautiful out today. It's in, what, probably the 80s?
Low 80s.
Low 80s. It's beautiful out. And I have a small Dollar Tree haul, to show you guys. That Tracy B always was saying Dollar Tree, yo. And now, so a bunch of us say it. So, and I blame my Dollar Tree haul on lavender strings, Lori. Just want to tell you that, because she was showing hers, and I already was wanting to get some of this stuff. Then I had to. So, let's go on with my Dollar Tree, and I got something from Hobby Lobby. So, excuse me, Jellybean. I'll start with this. Well, Brad hacks up along. At least I don't have to feel like it's because of me. So, got one of these for outside. It's got like the little bike. And it says, America the Beautiful, established in 1776. So, I got that to put outside. I got two spinners. The heart-shaped one. I really like these so much. They're very pretty outside. And then I got a round one. I got some more toothbrushes. And I also got another hanging pot. Yesterday, Brad got me, as a surprise, 2 hanging pots. And I needed 3. He didn't know that. So I got another one today. And I'm going to just put some flower seeds in it. Of course, I have plenty of flower seeds left, so that's what I'll do with those. I've really been wanting to do that, so that'll be nice. And I spent like $20 at Dollar Tree, yo.
Yo.
Yo. Yo-ho! What's in here? Oh, this is for you, body powder. Summertime. Here you go, babe.
Don't hurt the dog.
I'm trying not to. Everything, of course, at Dollar Tree has gotten so small. All, like, the cleaning products and stuff. It's like, are you kidding me? I mean, these products, seriously, are about a fourth the size they were. It's just crazy, but... Except for this is drain cleaner. It's hard to find. They don't usually always have it, so I picked up a couple of them. Because, I have long hair, so occasionally we got to clean out the drains, and... like the dishwasher will need to. I mean, you just need to. Then, my big thing was, I can't get back far enough to show you guys, was this welcome sign, which I'm showing you sideways, right? Really long. You guys have seen a lot of people have them. What I'm going to do on mine, though, is this welcome sign. I'm going to paint a vine all around the outside, and then I'm going to make it 4 seasons. The vine is going to start with summer, and then it's going to go up to fall. So, summer I'll paint some flowers, maybe like kind of watermelon type, maybe do some little fireworks or something. And then it'll go into fall. Of course, have the fall foliage and pumpkin. Then we'll go into winter on the other side, which we don't really get snow and stuff here, but we'll get more items like that painted. I'll probably paint like some mistletoe, which does grow around here in the trees. And cranberries, that kind of stuff, to me means winter now. And then we'll go into spring at the bottom. That way I only have one to put out year-round. I try to have multi-purpose decorations, Even if I buy it from Dollar Tree, I want it to last. $1.25. What?
Yo.
Dollar Tree, yo. So, and then Brad will put some polyfill on it after I paint it. So, yeah, I'm going to hand paint that. That'll be fun.
Can I make a quick suggestion?
Oh God, what now?
What do you think about hanging it on the door?
I don't want to.
Okay.
No, I don't want to. I really don't want to.
Okay.
I want to hang it outside.
Okay.
Everybody has theirs leaning up against their house. I want to be like some of the other people.
Like all the neighbors.
Well, not all the neighbors, but no, I really do want it outside.
Okay.
You know, it would be very hard. How would you keep it on the door? Unless you're going to do a hole through the door. We're not going to do that.
Okay.
No, it would be hard. No, I really don't want it on the door. I have my wreaths on the door.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I make wreaths to hang, which are not just year-round. I mean, they're seasonal. So, you know, like I gotta start making my red, white, and blue one here pretty soon. But, I mean, other people it might work out well for, but I just don't. Since I have my big tulle wreaths, yeah, I look forward to that. I don't know why I like making wreaths, but, says spent $20 there at Dollar Tree, yo. And, Brad did stop at the liquor store because he likes Knob Creek whiskey, and he hadn't bought any since about 2 years now. 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. We bought it right before I got sick and got put in ICU.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going on 3 years since he bought a bottle of whiskey. That's because he's such a lush. And occasionally I like some mudslide. So, and we hadn't bought any of that since then either. We hardly drink, but once in a while we like to have a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Basically summertime. Seems like you kind of want to relax, have a drink. So anyway, stopped and did that. Brad stopped at Hobby Lobby, not Yo. And he was getting some jewelry findings, and jewelry making stuff is half off right now. So he needed to get some stuff for those cross necklaces he's doing. And then he saw, when he was checking out, this. It was right where you check out, and it was $12. Now, I already had a ring light, but it's not as big as this one. And, of course, it didn't have the clamp for the phone. So, that's why you guys are seeing it like this. I really like it. So, the other one we can use, Brad can use it when he's shooting pictures of, like, his resin pours and his rocks and stuff. So, that'll be good. So, that's what we've been doing today. I'm not feeling that hot. I'm having a very high pain day. So, I only made it through, whoa, I did get something else. Not sure when my vape order is coming in. A little concerned about that. Because they did the, printed the label, but the post office says that that's all they have. They don't have the package yet, but that doesn't mean anything, because they don't always scan it in. You know. So, I stopped at a local vape store to get a couple of vapes just so I won't run out. And, of course, they were out of the mint I really wanted. And, they're a lot higher price, because for one of these elf bars, it's $24.95 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I had a what do you call it? A discount card, whatever you call it, where you get certain stamps, and then, like, you buy 6, you get an item free. So, I happened to be on my 6th one, so the other one I bought was free. So, it was triple berry ice. So, that calculates to be $12.50 each,
Wow.
approximately. So, that's okay. You know, I try to do my vaping as economically as possible. You know, like the BOGOs I have coming, because I have 10 different ones coming, and I saved $63 that way. $63.95.
That's incredible.
And it's E-Cig Mafia. I just send you the code, Barbara. I just send you the link on that comment. So, I redid my intro, and I'm going to work a lot harder on putting in my description all my information. I've been very lax about it, and I'm sorry about that. If you ever see a video of mine that doesn't have the description, just go over to my About page. It always has everything. Because I recently got Cash App too, so I wanted to put that information. Nobody has to tip me, but if anybody wants to tip me, it just goes to making more things. I got my first Google AdSense check. It was so nice. It wasn't for a lot, but it's what bought this little extra stuff. So that was very nice. It made me feel very proud because whenever I can bring any money in to help with the household, I'm very happy with it. And it makes me a little more enthused about putting out better content. So I'm going to work harder on that. Friday, I'm listing some stuff on Etsy. I was going to do it yesterday. Brad didn't have his stuff ready because he ran out of the supplies to finish his cross necklaces, and he ran out of time. Some days you just run out of steam, or you run out of time, or both. And so Friday, I'm going to list that. I'm going to list a couple paintings. I've got it set up where I have a little mini studio in my bedroom now where I can paint because I don't want to wake Brad up at night. And I like to. I'm a weirdo. Y'all know I'm a weirdo, okay? We've established I'm a weirdo. Brad, am I a weirdo?
Yes.
I'm a weirdo.
You notice the hesitation.
And I will acknowledge that I'm a weirdo. But anyway, so sometimes at night I would like to paint. Well, the art studio is right next to, or craft room, whatever you want to call it, is right next to where Brad sleeps. And, hang on just a second. I need to take a muscle relaxant real quick.
Yeah, you pushed it kind of hard today.
No, it just, we'll get into that in a minute. Nothing major, just life. But anyway, sometimes I want to paint at night, and so I've got back there some smaller canvases. I've got a TV tray. I'm using my tablet that Brad got me for Christmas because I had loaded some pictures on there I wanted to work from. Works out great, great pictures. I can set it up because we've got them in cases where the case folds into a stand. You guys have seen those. So that makes me extremely happy. I can sit back there and paint and sing. So I like listening to music and I like to sing really off key. I do a mini concert. Brad appreciates it, don't you?
I do.
He appreciates it a lot more when it's not right by him. I have got really bad sleep problems. Y'all know this. Sometimes I do great. Last 2 nights I've apparently slept sitting up on my bed like this. Then I wonder why the next day my neck and my shoulder and stuff are killing me. I get so mad at myself at that. I'm like, apparently I've slept because, I was watching whatever video and it ended and God knows when it ended and, so, it is what it is. I'm trying to get better about it, but who knows. I like the quiet of, like, painting at night and stuff, too. So, usually if I go over and paint, then I'm pretty relaxed. I take my nighttime meds and I go over and I paint. And I'm working on 6 different paintings at the same time. Because I like to do a little bit on this one and a little bit on this one. I like to hop around. Basically, if I hate one of them, it's not going to get as much attention because now I hate it. I'm going over to my friendly canvases that I don't hate yet. Because the next night I'll probably hate them and I'll go back to the one that now I decided to become friends with again. It's a whole ordeal. Right, honey?
Yes, it is, sweetie.
So, we're going to redo the kitchen sometime. I don't know. When are we redoing the kitchen? When are you redoing? I'll tell you where we're having a Jesus come to meeting about how we're going to have stuff in this kitchen. We need to compromise because, I need stuff lower down and he keeps forgetting how incredibly short I am. I'm a lot shorter than you, dude.
I know.
I am 9 inches shorter than you, and shrinking by the moment. Nobody believes that I've shrunk 3 inches already. I was 5'6", and now I'm 5'3". How is that fair? I'm going to be a pile of goo by the time I'm 100. I'm decided this. By the time I'm 99, I'm going to be a pile of goo at this rate. You know, because it's just going to all shrink and go. So, anyway, so we need to redo the kitchen so we can both cook in it easier. Since we're not going to get those drawers fixed, because we would have to hire somebody, neither one of us can reach back to do those. And the material they've used anyway, we're probably just going to put a sliding cabinet in there that we can roll back out. I envision putting spices in the top rack, because I think that would be easy, though. You can sit there and cook, honey. You can slide that out and sort through your spices. Mm-hmm. That would be nice. Mm-hmm. You know. You yeah, I had to modify things. I can't reach for things like I used to because of the shoulder problem. Anything reaching up high and stuff. So, and we have a manual can opener that you have to twist. I've got enough carpal tunnel in my wrist and stuff. To do the twisting motion, I want to save that for when I'm loom knitting. If I use it up in the kitchen, I can't loom knit. There's lots of nights I can't loom knit now. I'll be honest. That's why I'm not getting done the hats I was. A lot of nights I just can't. I know I can't. So, but when I can, I really enjoy it. But, so I had to order a new can opener. I just got an electric one, not a plug-in electric one, a battery-operated one that you put on the can and you just push a button and it does the smooth edges, which we really like. So, you know, this can opener anyway is getting so dull, it's about had it. Because we don't have luck with the ones you plug in. We never have luck with the ones you plug in. And I know a lot of other people say they don't have luck either.
Really?
Yeah. We're not the only ones. Plus, then they get so dirty. And it's kind of a pain to take that all apart. You know, I like it to be easier to take apart. I told you guys I stopped by the vape shop. So I got, this was called Sour Candy. And it's the Elf bar. It's honestly, it really is not that great. It doesn't really taste sour, but it doesn't taste sweet either. It's And then I got the other one, which was Triple Berry Ice. You know, because I'm afraid I'm going to run out. I am. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of my stuff. And then I was teasing Brad. I went into the vape shop and I said, okay, I'm going in here now and I'm going to go buy some cigarettes. He didn't believe me. Mm-hmm. Let me see. There's my purse. I have 2 other vapes in. Well, no, I think I just have. They changed all the vapes, of course, in there. It's been a while since I've been in there. What?
Oh, just listen to you.
So, this one I told you guys was the tropical rainbow. I have another one in the bedroom, which is can't remember what it is. It's a berry something. And it's pretty good too. I like this one better. This I've been working on for a long time. About 9 months ago. I vape on it every so often. It's okay. But it is what it is, right? At least I'm not smoking. Mm-hmm. I can go out. I can now walk all the way through the trailer, outside, get in the Jeep, and still breathe, and not have to use an inhaler. That's pretty fascinating to me. And because I couldn't even walk from my bedroom out here to the front room and not need to sit down and use an inhaler. And inhalers really weren't doing any good. I'm not having to use rescue inhalers now. I make sure I take my Advil twice a day like I'm supposed to. I don't smoke. I'm not around anybody that smokes. I won't be around anybody that smokes. I don't care if somebody smokes, that's their own choice. But I, as an asthmatic and stuff, I can't breathe it. My poor little dog's got some sinus issues going on. She's just, you know, and sometimes she's a little wheezy. Still, I don't know. She may have some allergies.
She might. And she's got a little tiny nose, too.
She does. She does. Did you hear that, Jellybean? Dad said you have a little tiny nose.
And coming from me, that's something.
My printer that doesn't work. Right there. Are you going to mess with it or no?
I am.
Okay. Because we can't really afford to buy a printer right now. You know. So anyway, what else did we do? I think that's about it. I only went into the vape store and to Dollar Tree, yo. I did not go into Hobby Lobby. Because I would just want to buy stuff I don't need. That was part of the reason I wasn't going into Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Plus, my pain was bad enough I couldn't have locked it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to I'm not going into Hobby Lobby. That's like asking somebody who's a drug addict to go walk through a pharmacy or something. You know, I mean, not that severe, but I don't need to buy anything. So I'm not going to. Because I'll see stuff and it's like, oh yeah, look at the material. I can make this, I can make that, I can make... Okay, yeah, I could. But right now, I'm probably not going to. I might buy a few new shirts off of Amazon. Some just my size. I'm not sure. I won't pay over 20 bucks for a shirt. I know I'm such a cheap butt. I know it. I won't pay over 25 bucks for a pair of shoes. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the shoes or not, though. I may wait. I think I'm going to wait on the shoes. You never can tell because it's a company I've never heard of. And sometimes their wide widths is like a joke. I just don't want to. That's usually something that's better if you go in and try them on.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't really need them right now. I think I'll wait. I do have one pair of tennis shoes. My other pair of slip-on tennis shoes I wore out. So, I think that was part of the pain issue today was, you know, the soles are all broken down and stuff. So, I know I shouldn't be such a cheap butt and stuff, but the dollars all add up, yo. They do fast.
They do. But
good news is, and then we'll get into my pain issue of today, but I don't want to be one of these solid complainers complaining about every ache and pain either. It's life. We weren't sure because when we were first told about how much the Ozempic was going to be this year, it was $300 and some dollars. There's no way we could swing it. We didn't realize it was because of the deductible. See, Brad and I have always had the same insurance. Well, this year we don't because he had to be on Medicare now. They gave him no option. He had to be on it. So now we have different insurance coverage, which to us is so strange. It took me longer to meet the deductible on my insurance. So now that we have, I said, can you call back and see? And now it's only going to be, it's either $25 or $40 a month to go back on the Ozempic. I was doing wonderful on the Ozempic. You guys know that. I couldn't talk enough about how great it was. It made me feel good. I was not hungry. I was losing weight great. My numbers from my blood sugar were just, I had to be careful. And a lot of times I wasn't taking any insulin because my numbers were low enough. So I want to get back on that. And my doctor wanted me back on it, you know. So, and especially when you quit smoking and stuff, you don't want to pack on even more weight. You know, my goal here is to lose some weight slowly. I don't want to be skinny or anything, but I would love to be able to move around easier. I would love to feel better. You know, I would love to not be as at risk for infection as I am. I'm always going to fight the diabetes, you know, but if I can do anything I can do to help it, I want to. So I was thrilled, and so was Brad. Brad's got to find some paperwork or do some paperwork or something to get yours, and his will be free. So I'm not sure what your status is on that.
I got to call. It's too late now. I got to call the pension office, and then
Right.
I need to fix the printer so I can do that too.
Well, yeah, you can, even if you want to sit here and monkey with it or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Or you can bring it over there. I don't use this computer.
Okay.
I don't usually sit out here and use a computer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want it to be over there or something, I don't know. But
Okay.
if you can get it running, that would be fabulous.
Yes, it would.
You know, but so that was really good news. That happened yesterday about the AdSense hint. Didn't think it was going to hit my bank account that fast. You know, they were holding some money for me, which was a big surprise to me. You know, and I finished up my AdSense stuff the night before. My Google PIN number came in to verify I am who I am and I'm at the address I'm at. And bam, the next day I'm like, holy moly. So, because usually they only pay on the 21st, so I don't know if it's because they were holding it or not. But that was really a nice surprise, you know. And what else? What else?
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah, actually, I'm not going to order any of those shirts or anything, no, because we still got to get the Jeep tagged.
Yeah.
We have to get it inspected, and then we have to, hopefully, everything passes okay with the inspection. And then, it should, Brad said. And then we have to go get it tagged, because, you know, it's up the end of the month. So, it was really a blessing getting that AdSense money, because,
yes, it was.
you know, there were some things we needed to take care of. We got a new mailbox. We got that in last week because we woke up one morning. Okay, somebody'd already driven by and hit the post really hard and had broken it. And Brad was able to fix it temporarily. He still got to pour cement in it. But then the next, last week maybe, was the whole door was off our mailbox. And you could see where they gone down the road, and everybody on this side of the road, they evidently hit it with something. Hit him with something and knocked him down. So, we had to get a new mailbox. So, this is the one we got. I think it was on Amazon. It was less than $20. And then I got some of the, what do they call it? Deflective numbers? Reflective. And I put those on, and Brad did a coat of polyurethane, you know, on either side. So, he's got to get that up. I think he's going to work on that Saturday.
Yeah.
And, you know, because it has to set for 24 hours before you can put the mailbox on it again. So, that was going. The pain issue is just the pain issue. I have arthritis. Who doesn't? I don't take too much stock in if somebody says, I've been told I have fibromyalgia, which is arthritis. There's nothing really different they can do if they label it fibromyalgia or arthritis. So I just go with arthritis. Arthritis and I are friends.
First name basis.
He's moved in. He's moved in all over my body. He's all over my body like anything.
Yeah.
I have to behave because now I'm a YouTube partner. I have to behave, so. But anyway, he's moved in solidly. And it is what it is. Some days it's bad, some days it's not as bad. When you have a day that's not as bad, man, you run with it. Today just happens to be a day where it's worse. I mean, normally I don't have the degree of walking through Dollar Tree I had today. And, you know, I had a heck of a time getting up the steps to come back in the house because, you know, I'm just that. It's my sciatica and it's all down the right side. While Brad was in Hobby Lobby, my lower right leg was having Charlie horses, and I'm all squirming around in the seat. I'm like, I'm glad he's not out here to see this. I'm like, you know, well, you gotta laugh at it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it'll get better. It hurts like the dickens right now. Yeah, I'll admit it. But it'll get better. You know, it might be better in a couple hours. And I'll be able to resume as normal. Or it might not be. I try to remember this when I'm in a lot of pain. It's not going to be this way forever. It may be bad for now, but in a couple hours, I may feel good enough to be able to do some stuff. You know, and if not, tomorrow it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I say it will be. I think a lot of it is having a positive attitude really manifests some good things to happen in your life. I really do. So what, I have arthritis. It beats the alternative of not being alive. You know, I mean, so what that, you know, I mean, if we just had plenty of money, would I feel very blessed that came through, unexpected money, right when we really needed it? I mean, we went from last Friday, putting in an emergency order with Walmart because we didn't have any creamer or milk or anything. Happened to go at night, at 8 o'clock at night. Well, coming back, it was 7 o'clock. And rain, and it rained so hard we had to pull over to the side because we couldn't see or anything. We had to pull in this gas station and wait for a bit. I'm trying not to freak out because I'm petrified of really bad weather. So I just have to keep looking down the whole time. And to that, and then this week it's been some good surprises.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, remember the look on my face when because I got a notification on my phone whenever our debit card, whenever there's any activity going on. So I check it and I saw the amount and I'm like, we didn't have a bill for that much. It was like $300. It's like, we didn't have a bill for that much. And I'm thinking, oh, because Brad had just called the day before and made my health insurance payment. He'd made the car payment, stuff. And I thought, well, that's more than either one of those. I check it, and then remember just the shocked look on my face?
Yes.
And I showed you the phone. Like, wow.
That was great.
Yeah. It was right when I needed to get some more over-the-counter medication for me, and, you know, so, yeah, it was good. It was good. So, that's all that's going on. It's nothing major. Nothing major. I've been worse, you know. And it may be that I'm sore because I've been working out every day, too.
That could be
You know, it might be the lower back was hurting so bad because I did some of those stretching exercises that where you go way over.
Yep.
You know, and to stretch out the back and stuff, and it might, who knows, who cares? It's gonna hurt some when you start working out more. You know, it lets your body's telling you, yeah, well, you haven't bothered to work with us lately, so this is what you get.
You're gonna get punished.
Yeah, if you'd been nice and you'd included us in your life, we wouldn't be doing this to you now. But take this. I know I have a weird way of looking at life, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah, but you gotta do it.
Well, you know, I grew up with a parent that all she did was complain all the time about her physical, all the time. And she used that excuse to lay around on the couch all the time. And I never wanted to be that way. I mean, I'd go to school in the morning, she's on the couch, sleeping. I'd come home from school, she's on the couch, sleeping. You know, I never wanted to be that way. I never wanted to be where all I do is complain all the time. I mean, I know every blessed day that you're in pain. I know every day that this man is in pain. He deals with it. He only tells me if it's super severe. Then, you know, when you can be in really bad pain and not realize that you could take some stuff because you're in that much pain. I'm not making fun of him. It's in that much pain that kind of some rationing of what have you taken? Because in his mind, he's taken everything he can. It's like, no, have you bothered to take this? And he'll forget how much you can have of something because, you know, it's as needed. And I'm like, you haven't taken all that you can take. Let's try doing one of these and one of these, you know, because he's got 3 or 4 different types of muscle relaxers and stuff, you know, that do different things. And it's like, he said you could take this with this. You know, that's why we always make sure we usually go to each other's doctor's appointments because, you know, that person will remember maybe something that you didn't, you know, remember. So.
Well, and I know I have white coat syndrome, you know, and a lot of times when they're talking to me, it's not as bad now as it used to be.
Not near as bad.
But I know there's a lot of times now where I'm just looking for an escape route.
Like,
know,
yep, everything's fine. I feel great. Let's go.
Just flipping wonderful.
And he's not as bad as he used to be. I'm the quizzer, man. I'm going to quiz the doctor. I'm going to ask the doctor. I'm going to ask the doctor if he's a specialist, if it's okay what he's prescribing with all the other medication, just to have them sit there and make sure. Because you have to. Because they're not taking into account everything else that you're taking, even though they have the whole history there. And sometimes there'll be a case where it's like, oh no, can't do that. He's on this or he's on that. And it's like, yeah. So, you know. Like, I'm on a new medication. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I think it's supposed to help with my blood pressure or something. Remember?
No.
That new one that she has me taking, but be careful if I take it when I do the Advair because it can cause severe dizziness and stuff.
Remember, but I remember.
That's why I've been kind of stumbling in. Okay. I can't remember. It starts with a V. It's supposed to help with the blood pressure and stuff. So, anyway, it's life. As you get older, you're going to have pain. Like pain, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you do what you have to do, and then you take what you can take, and you try to relax, and I try to keep busy with something else, because I find if I can get busy with something else, then I don't notice the pain as much. I don't focus on it as much. So whether I'm watching a comedy or I'm watching a horror movie, I've really been into watching horror movies lately. And, or you can, busy doing some kind of craft.
And you and I aren't the type to whine.
Or hug up on your puppy.
You and I aren't the type to whine because we know people who whine a lot.
Yeah, we do. We do a lot. I'm making a cool hat right now. I can't wait to show you guys when it gets finished and stuff. And I know Kathy asked me, because I haven't said too much, I have been giving away the hats to different places, you know, here and there. And the rest of the bulk of them are all going to wait till next fall. And I'm going to give them away. I did not give them to the animal shelter because, quite frankly, they never got back with me. Initially, they got back, were eager and stuff, and then when I got a hold of them again, I just never heard another word. I don't think they really need us, and they don't really need, they've got people, somebody's got a cricket and is making some kind of signs and selling them out there, and they've got quite a few pretty well-to-do contributors that buy a lot of the very expensive dog food and supplies and all of that, so I don't think they really need us. So, I will find other places. It's not hard to find other places.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ship hats. If I'm going to mail something, I'll ship hats to that person and say, here's, you know, like his dad is in a rock climbing group and his stepmother. So we're sending hats, and it's like, you know, so they can share them and stuff, because they go on hikes, and yeah, they live in California, but they live, you know, up in the mountains. It gets cold.
Yeah.
They get snow and everything. Yep. So, you know. So, you know, I've been doing that, but just kind of wait until next fall now, because it's getting too warm, especially around here, to, you know, to do that.
Yeah.
Concentrating on my painting. I need to be more disciplined on that. I did not paint last night because I just wasn't feeling it. I was kind of off yesterday, too. Remember, I slept for a long time on the couch.
Yeah, you did.
I was just kind of off. Once in a while I'll get off. I'll get sleep deprived enough then I'll hit a wall and I'll sleep more. And that's what happened yesterday. So, no biggie. Just doing the best we can. Mm-hmm. We are going to have, Brad found some markdown shrimp at the store, so we're going to have that tonight with a salad and a roll.
I have it was frozen, and I have a feeling it was that they're discontinuing it.
Probably.
You know? And it's Food Lion's premium label, so
Hobby Lobby's having a big sale on a lot of stuff, so check out their weekly ad or whatever. I'm not a big fan of Hobby Lobby anymore because, first off, the one in Rocky Mount anyway can be kind of rude. I mean, yeah, well, I wasn't in there, so from what you told me. And I don't know. I have a hard time in there anyway because I have a hard time with being around a lot of material because it's got a lot of formaldehyde in it. I learned that when I worked at Joann's the hard way. And, because I was a manager of the fabric department and couldn't figure out why my asthma was so bad. And my doctor told me. And, like I said, I didn't need to buy stuff that I would like and didn't really need. And was very disorganized, not labeled, Like, come on, Hobby Lobby. And this, they took away those coupons, which I know none of us are happy about.
Yeah.
So, but, whatever, right?
Yep.
First time ever that Brad's all eager to go to Hobby Lobby, I'm like, okay, I'll sit out in the car.
Yeah.
I wasn't nice about it, but, it was like, it was a switch from years ago. You would have been sitting out in the vehicle, and I would have been going in Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's about all. I'm probably not going to get too much done today because it's one of those days. I'll see if I feel better here in a little bit. I'm sure I will.
Oh, yeah.
So I might not work out today because of the pain. Well, I try not to work out if I've taken a painkiller. I don't know why.
That could be a bad thing.
Might not be the greatest idea, to be on that bike, stuff. Yeah, well, I've done some, I've hurt myself exercising before. I even had to go to the emergency room one time. Was using some of those elastic bands, and I had bought a set from Salvation Army, and they were super old. And I didn't know any better. And I pulled back, I hooked it to a cement beam we had in the basement. We lived in Wyoming, and it snapped. Thank goodness I was wearing weightlifting gloves. It snapped right between my fingers, and oh man, it hurt. I think I had to have some stitches for that. You took me to the emergency room.
I think you did.
I called him up and said I needed to have him come home because I had hurt myself.
Yeah.
I was trying to get this glove off, and the blood just pouring and stuff. And of course, it was daytime. I was home alone. Kids were in school, and he was at work. But I've been kind of afraid of those resistant bands since then. If you buy them, don't let them get old because they, like any elastic, they'll snap. And if you're really pulling on it, that could really hurt. Like, we usually watch funny pet videos or funny animal videos. And there was like this cat pulling the rubber band way back with his claw, and it's like, it's gonna hurt. So if you're ever having a really bad pain day, just watch some funny animal videos. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help get you over that hump of what I call the peak of pain. And then when it starts to decrease, even if it's a little bit, it gets you over that hump. So, and this is hump day. It is. It's hump day.
It is.
So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I bugged you guys enough. But I love you guys. And I do cherish your friendship so very much. And, do something nice for somebody. And then do something nice for yourself. Please like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Help get my channel. I'd like to get it built up. Not real big, but, a little bit higher and stuff. And make some better content and stuff. I'm working hard on getting more physically fit and being able to do more things. So then I'll take you guys along. So, as always, everybody say, bye, Nixie.
Bye, Nixie.
Bye, guys.